Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. There's a popular art challenge going on right now called Inktober. If you're an artist and you haven't been living under a rock, it's an art challenge created by Jake Parker to help artists developing their inking skills, as well as to develop better art habits. The challenge involves having to draw fully inked images every day for the month of October. There have been a few controversies over the past few years. Back in 2017, people asked Jake if they could do Inktober with a digital drawing tablet rather than ink on paper. This is the tweet that he made as a response. The spirit of Inktober is self-improvement, and there's no better way to master your craft than to draw without a safety net. Working digitally usually means using Ctrl-Z a bunch so you can get your line just right, and that can enable someone to develop bad drawing habits. There's no feeling like making a permanent line and knowing you can't change it without consequence. I think that's how you can improve and get better, because every ink line that's put down on your paper forces you to think, commit, and adapt. No one is going to stop you from doing Inktober on your iPad. Just know that you're missing out on the full experience of Inktober. Oh boy, yeah. Obviously with this being Twitter and all, people really lost their shit. Some people took it as an attack on digital art, while others saw it as an attack on people with disabilities, which is really fucking ridiculous. I mean, that's not who he was referring to, guys. Oh my goodness. Jake Parker, he's the one who created the challenge. He can do the framework that he wants for his challenge. And if you don't like it, you don't have to listen to him. Maybe he could have worded it a bit differently. I don't know, but either way, I mean, it's still his challenge and he gets to do what he wants to do. Jake responded with another tweet in 2019 that made it more clear that nobody is stopping people from making the art that they want. So yeah, at the end of the day, I believe that nobody should be shamed for doing the kind of art they want, whether or not it follows the rules of Inktober, but you should still respect people for wanting to follow the tradition for Inktober. A much bigger controversy happened last year, which involved Alfonso Dunn accusing Jake Parker's Inktober book of plagiarism of his own book. He made a video response showcasing what he believed was material that was taken from him. There are people who have done lengthy response videos such as Moloch and Ethan Becker. They go into much more detail than what I'm going into now, but my takeaway is that I'm just not entirely sure, but it seemed more like a coincidence than anything else. Since they're both covering the same materials and topics, there's naturally going to be similarities. None of the techniques they teach are original to begin with, since some of these techniques have been developed over hundreds of years by other artists. Some people believe that the situation could have been handled more professionally by Alfonso contacting Jake first rather than going public, but all I know is that I know that people shouldn't jump to conclusions right away, because oh boy, people were upset. It just reminds me of the Toddy James Charles fiasco or whatever. It's just brutal. Internet drama is just so bad. People just need to think more about the situation, wait for the evidence to come out, and react accordingly. Because if we go on the bandwagon and we jump to make conclusions, everyone just gets upset and facts are misrepresented and people are accused, and it's just a whole shitload of shit we don't want to fucking deal with. And so yeah, so just take a deep breath and yeah, just use common sense. Think before you act. One of the features of Inktober is the Inktober prompt list. It isn't required that you follow it, but many people use it in the spirit of the challenge. Maybe out of spite for the creator or just to have fun, countless alternative themes and prompts were made by the internet. These include things such as Drawtober or Goretober, and some of these themes are completely different months altogether, such as Huevember, May, or Junicorn. Most are innocent, but there are others that are a bit strange. Creamtober is that's not what I was thinking of. Never mind. October. Yes, there's literally a theme in October called October. It's OC-tober. I get it, that's creative. There's also Darktober for all the emo tumblers out there. Shrimptober for God knows who that's for. And then Flufftober is something. Is this for furries? I don't want to know. I do not want to know. There is one for that. Never mind. And then there's this. Locktober. What the fuck is that?
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
It's not even a fucking art challenge. It's just people who are locking up their junk. Yeah, it's just, oh my goodness. Yeah. So these are the main ones I could find, and here's one that I came up with. As for what I'm doing this year, I'm doing this challenge right here. The reason why I don't do Inktober isn't the fact I don't like the idea, or I don't hate Jake Parker or anything. It's just really not for me. I am really falling in love with digital art. I know I could technically do that still digitally, but I like to do art at the pace I want to anyways. Plus, inking just isn't what I'm too focused on right now. I normally don't like leaving things inked. I'd rather it be fully colored. Maybe I could try Huevember. I'm not sure. So maybe, well, one day I'm planning on making a manga or a comic, so maybe Inktober could help me with practice in that area. But people really don't care for my inked art. Inking is just something that just hasn't come naturally for me. But hey, maybe that's just even more reason to practice. That's all for this video. See you next time. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!